Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Dancing to his left. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's Love. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game in Charles. Ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Love. Flushed out right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, going to the air with Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down and 8.
Get a delay of game, and that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
From his own end zone, Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Herbert just beat the play clock. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Nifty move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Harris is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run with Harris. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's... And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And got his man, complete.
Don't worry about it.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
2nd and 10.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. On the give, this is Harris. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now Love. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Asante Samuel. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They run on first down with Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. From the 50, here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's second and 9.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw again on second down, Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. From the gun, Herbert on third down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
One play at a time.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Love, they go play action now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Love now. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Love. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Matthew Ioannidis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He gets this one to Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Love to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Juju Smith-Schuster
his second touchdown on the season.
Now the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
They're going to run it with Harris. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Herbert back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. On play action. Love to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley, 88 yards.
And the Steelers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Oh, he fakes a spike, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
All you got to do is
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Love throwing for it. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He finds his target, Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.